Morning, guys. Welcome back to Herb Home. I'm down here wearing my floppy hat because of the sun's already well in the garden. Down here doing some much needed weeding. We've had basically about 3 months of rain, it seems like. We've had heavy rains all year and put garden in during a break back in the spring, and after that it just started raining and there wasn't much we could do. We've got major weed takeover, and I've been down here cleaning out the beds one at a time. Right now I'm working on my sweet pepper and eggplant bed, and they're starting to, all of a sudden we've had sun and they're starting to catch on. So what I'm going to be doing is, I got most of the weeds out. I'm going to be roughing up the surface so it'll absorb more water. And then I'll be mulching. I've got some young basil and dill just getting started in there. I seeded them about 4 days ago, last sunny day we had, and they popped. With this heat and the moisture, they have really popped. So they'll be good, and they're also companion plants that'll help the tomatoes that are in the bed. I don't just put one thing per bed unless it's something that's going to be a perennial. I have tomatoes and peppers and eggplant in this one bed, and I've got dill and basil underneath. We make our beds fairly, we've got good soil. We've spent several years building good soil. So, and it's an ongoing thing. Building soil is not something you do one time that's just there. You have to keep replenishing it, adding to it. And it takes care of itself, kind of. Sorry, the light's lousy out here today. But it takes care of itself, and that's a good thing. It does a lot of regeneration. And the microbes and the beasties that are in it, you've reached a really good level if you've got worms working your beds. And every one of my beds has got worms working it that I did not start there. So it's an ongoing project. I basically do a no-till. But every third year I double dig, which brings, this started out as a clay patch. And what I've done is I've done double digging, and you bring up the bottom layer up to the surface and improve it. And this way I've got almost 16 inches of good soil under almost all of these beds. The newer beds, not quite so much. But you can put your hands down in it and dig down, and it's all good crumble, and it's really good soil. And we've had good produce when we've been able to keep after it. So this year the goal is to reclaim the garden. We've had about 3 years where we've not been doing a great deal. But this year we're reclaiming the garden and taking care of the weeds and getting what produce we can in the process. And I do kind of a wild garden, I guess. I've got elderberries in bloom over there, and clematis on the trellis, and passion flower. And this is a bed that I'm working on. Oh, I've got a sweet pepper here already. But I'll be finishing this bed off. I'll show you a picture in just a little bit, okay?